Hey guys, welcome back to another Neobrand video. Today we're trying a Birthing Ritual list combined with the more streamlined list. So for the Birthing Ritual list, we have a set of Birthing Ritual, which pairs really well with Allosaurus Rider and Hooting Mandrills. This is just another evolution effect 8 through 11. We have our Neoforms, our evolutions, and then the Birthing Rituals. Because we're running this card, we up the creature count, so we have 4 Atraxa, and then we have some additional creatures with Ureni and Terastodon in the main. To make room for Birthing Ritual, we cut Planar Genesis, so we are cutting the card selection, but by adding Birthing Ritual, we're trying to up the evolution count anyway. As for the rest of the deck, it's pretty stock overall. We have some generous ends just for that green count, land cycle. Not my favorite card. Same with Mandrills. It's a flexible card. It can act as an additional Allosaurus Rider. It's a lot better in this deck than the other versions, but it's okay. And then for our land base, we are trying one Mistrise Village. It is hit or miss. It does mean that you need additional lands to cast all your spells if you want to make them uncounterable. It's just a one-of, so we're just trying it out. For our sideboard, we have Elish Norn. This is good against Broodscale and other small creature decks. Our anti-blue cards, a Mystical Dispute, Veil of Summer. We have that 4th Consign of Memory. Into the Flood Maul is just good tempo card. Gets rid of problematic artifacts, same with Force of Vigor, Nature's Claim, and Boseiju. So that is Birthing Ritual Neobrand in Modern. Before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you guys about becoming a YouTube channel member. You'll get access to a lot of cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Also, we are a Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save up to 25% on your first subscription, all that information is in the description below. So if you want to see more Neobrand content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Alright, welcome to match 1 on the play. This is a one-lander. We do have Ritual, Evolution, but just being a one-lander on the play, can't keep this. On the draw, I'd consider it, just because it's a Surveil land, and we have kind of some action here, but let's mulligan. Alright, and we are rewarded. So we have the Allosaurus Rider, we have the Neoform. We're going to put back Atraxa. Doesn't really matter what we put back just because we're going to end up pitching it probably anyway. Start with a Hedge Maze. We're going to look for an untapped land. Atraxa to the graveyard. Untapped land wins it. We need green cards if not. Always makes me think of Broodscale. Utopia Sprawl. So just like Eldrazi Ramp. Untapped land. Not an untapped land. So let's just go Hedge Maze and I guess win on turn 3. Allosaurus Rider. They rumble. They find Temple, Microspawn, Kozilek's Return. Probably going to take the Temple. That's what they do. They take Temple, and then they pass back. So we are going to Neoform this turn. We draw the Misty anyway. So I'll play that. Allosaurus pitching here and here. Cast Neoform. So it looks like they're going to Kozilek's Command. X equals 1. They eat the Atraxa, and they make a spawn. So we can do a couple things here. We can get Griselbrand, draw a bunch of cards. Probably the best play. Terastodon can just blow up their lands and blow up one of our lands, set them back a lot, and then we can just evolution. Maybe we don't blow up our land. We can just evolution Terastodon next turn. Let's just do that. Griselbrand's probably the safest play, but we get to have fun with this. And I'm not going to blow up any of ours just because I want to make sure that I have evolution for next turn. And they just concede anyway. We would just get a land, evolution this, get Griselbrand, and then just kind of go off there. Alright, pretty easy first game. Definitely want the 4th Consign here. Boseiju is also a good card that we can bring in. Nature's Claim might be decent. Let's see. Nature's Claim is probably solid for Vexing Bubble. They could also have Disrupting Flute, which could be annoying. Maybe Flood Maul is good for all of that. Ureni can come out. Probably don't need the Pact of Negations, but we do want the Summoner's Pacts. So if we're bringing all of this, we have triple Hedge Maze. We can take out the Mistrise Village. We don't need that. And let's submit. Alright, game 2, and we're definitely going to keep this hand. We have the Evolution, the Rider, Consign to Memory. They lead off on a Misty. Probably just going to ramp again with Utopia Sprawl. Ancient Stirrings, okay. Definitely need to draw some green cards. They reveal Summon Microspawn. I guess we'll just play Flooded Strand to be safe, just in case they have like a Disruptor Flute or a Vexing Bauble. And we already have the Hedge Maze in hand, so we could go get the Hedge Maze if we need to. They play Ugin's Lab. We can also Birthing Ritual and try to go off next turn. There's Disruptor Flute. So we will get a Breeding Pool. Probably get an island too. Play around Magus. We'll consign that. Hopefully they don't have like Veil or something. Okay, they don't. Alright, they'll just pass. I feel like we do go for it. I mean, they could have Dismember. That would suck. Draw another Evolution. We could also Brick as well, or we just wait for turn 3. Yeah, let's just go for it. Birthing Ritual. We'll see if they have anything, I guess. Cast the Rider. Not sure exactly what to pitch, if we should keep one or the other. Alright, we do find Atraxa. And the reason to keep Evolution is if we draw an untapped land, we can Evolution that. Which we should find with Atraxa, but they just concede. Alright, match 2 on the play. And this doesn't have any evolution effect. We have the Summoner's Pact for Rider, but I think we can go to 6 here. This hand's not much better. If anything, it's a little worse, I think. We have the Birthing Ritual, but we don't have the Rider or the Evolution effect other than this. Let's try 5. 5's like kind of the limit here. Yeah, like we got to keep this and put back probably Pact and Mistrise. Pretty terrible 5 also. And we're up against Domain, which is not going to help. Start with the Flooded Strand. This is like a potentially difficult matchup, especially because we pitched the Pact. And we're probably just going to die really quickly. But again, that's the variance with this deck. First match, we got really lucky, had really good hands, and then this happens. So let's Surveil. Pact the Negation to the graveyard. As much as I'd like to have it. Another Hooting Mandrills. So we're looking to fill the graveyard, and we're looking for a Neoform or Evolution. They crack it. Surveil. They keep it on top. I feel like it's going to be like Draco. I wish we had the Consign. That'd be perfect here. We will Surveil. Evolution, keep on top. Maybe they'll tap out, and we can kind of go for it. Go Misty. So we could cast the Mandrills, but then it just exposes it to like Tribal Flames or something. Or Leyline Binding. So we can't do that. It would get the binding out of their hand, but then we still can't cast it because our graveyard's gone. So it's a little awkward. Alright, they just play Kavu. Attack with Scion. Here's our window. Surveil again. Land to the yard. And we draw the Neoform. Wow. Okay. Let's go Mandrills. And we have Xaxes here. Very good top deck. Cast Neoform. Oh, you know what? We can't get... For some reason I was thinking we could get Ureni. We can't get Ureni here because it's Mandrills and not Allosaurus Rider. So we'll have to get Atraxa, unfortunately. So they can Leyline Binding this, which they most certainly have. So we're going to get Allosaurus Rider, Consign to Memory, and Birthing Ritual. So we'll get these. So if they have the Leyline Binding, we can at least counter that. Maybe they have 2. We'll see. Next turn, if whatever happens, we do have Allosaurus Rider Evolution now. Hopefully they're not on like Stub. They do find the 3rd land though. A little unfortunate. So they need 2 Leyline Bindings to get through Consign to Memory. Is this Fable? Dash Ragavan. They attack with Kavu and Ragavan. Looking to filter here. They discard Neshoba Brawler. We're going to block here. Because if they have something to try to kill this, they would need an extra mana like Tribal Flames. So it doesn't give them that extra treasure. It doesn't give them the chance to kill Atraxa because it would put it down to 3 with the Kavu here. Weird attack. I get them trying to like filter and trying to find an answer to this. I think they needed like Leyline Binding and a counterspell maybe. I don't know. They go up to 30. Found another Mandrills. So let's attack. We have Vigilance. They can't really attack through this. I wonder if they're just holding up Leyline Binding. Alright, no blocks, no nothing. So let's pitch here and here. So we could technically make this uncounterable, but they didn't have a counterspell before. I mean, honestly, let's just let's do this. Oh no, you know what? I don't want to do that. I didn't think it would take up everything. Yeah, I definitely didn't mean to do that. I wanted to cast Birthing Ritual, but I didn't take into account that it would tap all of our mana. That's dumb. We're actually just going to pass. I'm not going to tap out of Consign here. If we had the extra mana, I definitely would. We should have just cast Birthing Ritual and we would have been fine. Alright, they fetch. Gonna get a Surveil land. Now we just kind of time walked ourselves. We do have the Allosaurus Rider in play, but not really doing much. They've been a Fable. They're just looking for Leyline Binding. Next turn we will Evolution Allosaurus, I guess, like we should have, instead of trying to be weird about it. Alright, they do find a Leyline Binding. We are going to Consign Replicate. So they need at least one more. Alright, they don't have anything. Do they have another Leyline Binding? Another Kavu? Another Scion. Oh, so we can't attack in. So none of us can attack, but once we get this going, we should be good. We can actually Evolution for Terastodon. Flooded Strand, okay. Let's fetch now, just get in Island. Green, green, sack Allosaurus Rider. I mean, we could get Xenagos. I don't think it really matters what we do here. We can get Xenagos and get in. And get Terastodon, blow up Leyline Binding. Yeah, let's get Xenagos. We'll also play out Birthing Ritual. Combat, Xenagos triggers, move to combat. This doesn't play around them top decking another Leyline Binding. So this is probably not the safest play, but the safest play would just probably get Griselbrand, but we're just kind of having fun here. Alright, they jump with 1. Oh, this doesn't have trample. Oh no, wait. I thought it gave trample. I'm so used to casting this for on Ghalta. Oh no. Alright, I messed that one up then. Yeah, that was not the best play. Here's Ghalta. Alright, so we messed that up. We'll say no. So now we just kind of gave them an out for no reason. We play land. Lightning Bolt. Do they have the Tribal Flames too? Oh no, yeah, we we totally cheesed ourselves here. And we knew they had like Tribal Flames in hand. That's why they were attacking like they were before. Alright, they get in for 9. We're having too much fun. Draw another Atraxa. Yeah, so like I said before, if you want to win, just get Griselbrand there. I don't know why they thought this gave trample, but Ghalta already has trample, so that's why this works. We have like 3 turns, I guess. All right, they get him for 9. Kavu loots. Flage to the yard. All right, so that decreases our clock. We actually have 1 turn now if they escape Flage here. So funny. See if we can top deck something. We have 2 Hooting Mandrills. No, we have 1 Hooting Mandrills and 1 Allosaurus Rider. So most likely not getting there. We also have packs we can draw. All right, 1 turn. Terastodon. Nope. All right. Yeah, we messed around too much and lost. All right, against Domain, we want this. We want Consign. I think Birthing Ritual can come out. They have so much burn. It's like too risky. And we'll bring in Flood Maul. Just good tempo. Nature's Claim as well for Leyline Bindings and Leyline of the Guild Pact. We can take out, probably Terastodon. Take out 1 fetch. Probably just all the Birthing Rituals here. We'll try that. Yeah, I can't believe we cheesed ourselves out of that game. All right, we are going to keep this. We have Force of Vigor. We have a lot of Surveillance. We have the Rider. It is a 5-land hand, but we don't count this. This is a green card for Rider. You could definitely mulligan a little bit more aggressively here as well, looking for something else. But if they go like double Pact or double Leyline, we want Force of Vigor. All right, we'll just go Misty Go. All right, they just go Flooded Strand. We'll Surveil. Seiju. Put that to the yard. We don't need that one right now. They don't have Leyline out. Atraxa, not the greatest draw. It's a green card, if nothing else. Looking for Neoform, looking for Evolution. They crack, probably get Thundering Falls. Oh, okay. They're just going to go for the Scion turn 2, I guess. Or Kavu, either one. Neither, okay. So we're assuming they're holding up interaction. We'll just keep ramping, keep surveilling. Land to the yard. Griselbrand, okay. Play Windswept Heath and pass. We are not drawing well. We're drawing well if we go get Ghalta. That's about it. So Ghalta is going to be the target, most likely. Urani would be pretty solid, but we're going to have so many targets here. They surveil again. They keep it on top. At this point, we're just going to hardcast Force of Vigor. Arena of Glory. Maybe they tap out for, like, Kavu. Holding up in a blue. Most likely, like, Stub. So now we need, like, Evolution. We need, like, a Pact. Get Hedge Maze. I mean, maybe that's why we should be playing Birthing Rituals here, too. It's tough to find the balance between the two. Been another land. I think we've been we've been all lands. Nourishing Shoal. No pass. At this point, we have a 5/5 Rider. Alright, so they get in with Kavu. They put Leyline into the graveyard. So if they're doing that, I'm assuming they don't have a 4th land, because that's tempting to cast if they have other stuff. But they already have all their colors of mana. They do have the 4th land. Maybe with no Scion, it doesn't really matter. There's a Scion. We'll cast Force of Vigor. Just kill the Scion. See if they have like a Stub. They do. Hopefully they don't have another one. Draw Summoner's Pact. We're just missing the Evolution effect. This is 9. We're going to get into 3 and probably just like die to burn. We have Nourishing Shoal for Atraxa, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll just take 1 more turn. All of this could have been avoided if we actually tried in game 1. So we're assuming that they have like maybe a Leyline Binding, probably another Stub or some type of counter as well. Dash Ragavan. 5, 9, 10, 11. Rider does play around Dash Ragavan, but then we have to block and then they can bolt this and it just like doesn't matter. We'll see if they want to do something. They also didn't fetch, so they never tapped out, which is also annoying. So we're going to have 1 turn. They discard a land. Trigger Ragavan. They had an Allosaurus Rider. Don't care about that. Go down to 1. See if they have the Bold or Tribal Flames. Alright, they just do nothing. They don't have to do anything. They can just wait for us. Oh, wow, we draw the Neoform. So let's pitch here and here. What are the chances they have the counter? Pretty high. Let's see. Do they have it? No, Mystical Dispute. Yeah, damn. Alright, match 3 on the draw. And this is a pretty interesting hand. We have the Neoform Evolution effect. We have 2 lands. So all we're missing is a Pact or an Allosaurus Rider, but we have no way of filtering to get that. So I think on 7, we're going to mulligan. We'd have to just get lucky and top deck it, which, of course, this is a luck deck, but let's try going to 6. Birthing Ritual and Pact. We have the Hedge Maze. I guess we'll put back Ghalta. We can just have, like, the combo here if we want, to some extent. Flooded Strand. This is going to be Energy. Ragavan. Nourishing Shoal. Go Hedge Maze. Land to the graveyard. Obviously, we'd like to turn 2 into Urani, but we're not going to get that. Hopefully Ragavan doesn't punish us. They hit a land also, that's good. They keep a 1-lander? Oh, they didn't, okay. Neoform wins it. Hooting Mandrills, not really what we want. Cast Birthing Ritual. I mean, we could Pact for an Allosaurus Rider and hope to get lucky with Birthing Ritual, but I think that's a little risky, and we can't cast Hooting Mandrills, unfortunately. So we're going to pass. Hopefully they don't Static Prison this. We'll see, though. They get in with both. Ragavan connects and hits a Neoform. Damn. There it was. Pretty brutal. They move to end step. Not sure what their hand is. We find a land. We'll pass. We're going to surveil, hopefully find something. They just get a plains. Get in with everything. Hopefully Ragavan doesn't hit again. It finds Ghalta. Okay. They have 6 mana, 7 mana. What the hell's in their hand? Like Thraben Charms and stuff? Spyro. This will show us what they have. It's like all lands or something. Yeah, they just have all lands. All right, neither of us are, they have pressure. We have nothing. What they top deck? Hopefully not that. Okay. Goblin Bombardment. Please no Johnny. And Surveil. Hedge Maze. Consign to memory to the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Let's Nourishing Shoal now, so they can't just kill us. It's a crazy Spyro. Goblin Bombardment into a Johnny. I mean, we still need the Neoform effect, so we're going to have to go for it, but they could just kill. We'll see. They could just kill our stuff in response, so it's kind of like a... We need the evolution effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Let's Besage this. 1, 2... They just let it happen. Okay. I think we just have to pact here. Get Allosaurus Rider. Pitch here. Because there's nothing that we can get that we won't just die to this right here. So we'll just see. There's your Rennie too. Yeah, your Rennie's not going to save us here. It's like a little too late. We could ping 3 things. It'd be like, we could do 3 here. We could do 1, 2, 3. So that way this can't just kill us, but they could just plus. Let's just get your Rennie and see. They'd have to play a red card. This would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, we're just dead regardless. We'll just kill a Johnny. Turn 4, too slow. How crazy. That's play versus draw too. So they get in with everything. We block 2, and we die. Damn. Alright, so we're supposed to win the first game against Energy. That's usually the freebie. But not if you have to mulligan and then you just draw absolutely nothing. So against them, Into the Floodmaw is solid. Besage's potentially good. Nature's Claim against a couple things. Packs can come out. Go Floodmaw and Nature's Claim. We don't need the extra Besage. I mean... Mistrise over Besage, maybe? I'll try that. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. This is another, like, non-keepable hand, so we got a mulligan. Alright, we will keep this. We have the Besage, Floodmaw, Generous Ent for our land. Put back Atraxa. Start with the Besage. We can cycle for the second land. They fetch. See if it's a Ragavan. We'll cycle. Go get a Breeding Pool. So we can Summoner's Pact Neoform here. I think that's what we do. And then we have to find Consign to Memory. Allosaurus, pitch here and here, cast Neoform, get Griselbrand, draw 7, draw the Consign. Pretty good. Again, you can always wait so you don't have to move to discard, but it's not a big deal. I just kind of wanted to make sure that I drew the Consign and nothing else is going on. We'll pitch an Atraxa. See if they have the Static Prison. Voice of Victory. That's fine. Summoner's Pact. We'll pay, or we'll consign it. Play a land. We'll attack. And then what do we want to do? Guess we'll draw 7. So we draw the Allosaurus, but not anything else. So let's fetch. Make sure we get a land. Get the island here and here. Hopefully we like don't brick off of this birthing ritual. We'll see. Oh, they just concede. Cool. Because we could brick because we've drawn like all of our Atraxas and a lot of our stuff. All right, so that's how that should go. So hopefully we can do that again. Do we want like the extra consign because we're going the that plan? I don't know. I think we just run it back. Again, this should be a pretty easy matchup. But they don't have any hate. This is a 1-lander, but we have the Allosaurus. But we have the Uranian hand. Let's mulligan. This hand has double Birthing Ritual, Nature's Claim, Consign. A lot of anti-hate cards. We have double Surveil. Let's keep it. Let's try it. We'll put down 1 Birthing Ritual. I don't know, you could go to 5. It just feels so bad mulliganing, getting rid of all your green cards. You can always mulligan to the nuts. They start with the Guide of Souls. Hopefully they don't have a Guide Pride hand. Wow, we draw the Rider. But we'll hopefully be able to Ritual and Rider, depending on what they do here. If they tap out, that'd be great. Maybe they have the, oh no, it is Guide Pride. And they're not tapping out either. So let's just get a Hedge Maze. Put a Hedge Maze to the yard. Draw another land. They're not F6. Trying to think if we go for it here or not. This could be like a Wear Tear and then we're screwed. Next turn, they're attacking for 3. I think we go for it. They have it, they have it. We could wait like 1 more turn just because they're not F6, but I don't know. Oh, now they're F6, it looks like. See if we hit. We brick. Come on. That's brutal. Yeah, we just brick. Let's see if they have the Static Prison or something. Damn. I mean, you're going to brick sometimes, but it just feels so bad. They attack with everything. I don't know, is it a bluff? Do they have like Goblin Bombardment? So this was going to die regardless. This forces them to sack all their stuff. We have Hooting Mandrills, we have a lot of stuff. Summoner's Pact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's actually, yeah, let's go for it here. Let's get a Hooting Mandrills, get a Hedge Maze, Atraxa to the yard. So that's 1 less hit. We have the Consign, so we'll get a Hooting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can hold up Consign if we really want. So hopefully this finds something. It does. Sacrifice. It's another Hooting Mandrills. We can't get these. Oh man, so funny. All right, they do nothing. Pay for the pact. Draw the Allosaurus Rider. Attack for 4. Damn, we found some really good stuff too, but we just couldn't get it. There we go. We can get an Atraxa. That's what we're looking for. Get Atraxa. We find Evolution, Flooded Strand, Consign to Memory, Xenagos, Atraxa. Because Xenagos is an enchantment, so that's pretty cool. We could actually Allosaurus pitching Xenagos. We'll do that next turn though. Do they have anything? We have the Consign to Memory, and they don't. Sick, dude. All right, match 4 on the draw. We have a Hedge Maze, Surveil Land. We have Birthing Ritual, we have Pact. It's like close. Let's try it. You have the Surveil, you have the Allosaurus if you need it. Consign, Watery Grave, Thoughtseize. I mean, we're already kind of screwed just because we're against Frog, so it is what it is. They take Birthing Ritual. We're hoping to dodge some blue decks, but never exactly going to dodge all of them. Another Summoner's Pact to the yard. And we have the Griselbrand in hand, so we can't even go get it. And of course they have Thoughtseize into turn 2 Frog. Atraxa. Alright, we'll just pass. They get in with Frog. Play a land. Not another Frog, right? No, come on. Thoughtseize, Frog. Holding up like Spell Snare or something. There's Allosaurus, but we just need an evolution effect. There's evolution. Alright, let's go for it. It's not getting any easier. If they have Force Negation, so be it. They shouldn't use it here, right? They discard Goyf. They discard a land. They discard a land. What are they doing? Oh, my god. Stub. Yeah, we don't have Pact either. Damn, that sucks. Alright. They cycle Street Wraith. We're honestly gonna just consign these triggers. Please don't be another Thoughtseize. Come on. No. This is like the worst, man. Thoughtseizes and Frogs. They take the consign, so we can't even consign these triggers. I hope we can punish them with evolution. That'd be so funny. They get in. Nah, we draw the forest and play that and pass. Damn. We have one more turn. Alright, they get in. They draw 2 cards. Surveil Land. They keep it on top. They have like a Murktide or looks like Oculus. Can't believe they had the stub. It's so weird that like seeing them play stub too. Alright, so against them, we have Veil of Summer, Mystical Dispute, Flood Maul. Consigns aren't the greatest. We want all of this. Terastodon can come out. Xenagos comes out. I think we just try that. Alright, on the play for game 2. And we have everything, so we're going to keep. Especially against the Thoughtseize deck. I mean, they could just take our combo piece. Flooded Strand, go. We have double Pact negation, so if they don't have the Thoughtseize one time, we can do it. Come on, no Thoughtseize. Ooh. Alright, cool. Get a Hedge Maze. Allosaurus. Gotta keep. It's a green card. Play the land. Allosaurus, pitching here and here. Get the island. Yes, Neoform. See if they have the Force Negation or Spell Snare. They couldn't crack this fast enough. Spell Snare. Get Griselbrand. Wait. No. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, no. We boarded out. We boarded out all our consigns. Oh. Alright. I don't know what I was thinking. I was so excited for that, but yeah, not gonna work out. Alright, so that was some more Neobrand and Modern trying out Birthing Ritual. I think this league really showed the two sides of the deck. You got the games where you just win on turn 2, turn 3, have everything, or you play against blue decks and you stumble and things just don't work out. Sometimes you are able to grind through those matches, that's why our sideboard's pretty tailored to blue decks. But if you don't have the interaction, this deck is just a force check, and if they have it, you lose. Overall, I think the more that I play Birthing Ritual, the less I like it. I really liked it in the beginning, but now it's not my favorite. So moving forward, we'll probably ditch Birthing Ritual, go back up to 4 Evolution, and see what kind of flex spots we're into. You could argue having even more creatures, so having that 4th Mandrills might help. That would make Birthing Ritual better, and then maybe we'd keep it in then. But so far, I'm either liking the Wish version, or I'm liking the more streamlined version. But when it really comes down to it, it's really just a luck deck, mulligan deck, trying to figure out what exactly you need, and hopefully you can top deck it. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more Neobrand content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.